Boom! Rise and shine on this beautiful day with me this morning. Motivation time. Your boy Marky Sane is alive, and I am shining. I don't give a fuck about the haters. I don't give a fuck about the naysayers. I don't give a fuck about the doubters, bro. This show is to tell you that you can do whatever you want to. It's been a full year of travel for me to be here in Thailand with the plan, no money in hand, and your boy Marky wants to teach you how you can do whatever you want to, whatever you plan to in your life, in this world, whatever you think you can achieve. And this morning's motivation, we're going to talk about traveling this world for a year with no money and how I made it April 4th from 2023 to April 4th, 2024. Travel by Saints. Let's get it in, shall we? Shall we? Boom, baby, boom. Yes, bless, bro. As a man, I'm pinching myself, man. I'm pinching myself, man. I literally just looked at the Google Photos this morning, and they sent me pictures of me going over to Oslo, Norway, and looking at the fjords from the mountains, or the mountains of the fjords from the airplane, and walking around Oslo and doing all these amazing things that I didn't think were even possible. Like, you can't possibly predict your future. That's what makes it so awesome about an adventure is when you touch, like, you touch your passport. I just put my passport up, but when you touch your passport, you don't know what magical journeys are about to be bestowed upon you. You don't know who you're about to meet. You don't know where you're about to go. You don't know what you're about to experience. And isn't that what life is about? Isn't that what it's truly about? Your life is to experience things, good, bad, or indifferent. You need the experience, man. And how many of us have went to go get a job, just be like, okay, I'm going to work hospitality this summer so I can have some customer service experience? Or how many of us want to, they were asking Robert Greene, okay, what kind of job should you get? And he said, you should get a job that's a half or a third of what you normally make, literally, if it has more experience. Because that's what ends up happening. A lot of people get the buzz. Yeah, morning motivation. A lot of people get like the buzz title. You know what a buzz title is? It's like, I'm executive operator, manager of blah blah blah, right? And what ends up happening is you become into middle management. You get into positions where you have no power, you have no authority, and therefore you have no challenge. And in that, you'll never get any experience from it. So you instantly have to jump into something that requires, Machiavellian techniques and the 48 laws of power, and how to climb the corporate ladder, and all the stress of climbing the corporate ladder. And any decision you make might be undone by somebody that's a higher supervisor, or somebody that has more rank than you, or, all the decisions you make aren't on you. But he said you want something with a high responsibility rate, because then you get the experience from it, right? You get half the pay, but now you get all the experience, and you might as well call it education, right? Again, this whole life is about tuition. You might not have paid your college tuition, but you're paying your intuition. You're paying your tuition of your life every time, every day. Time, dollars spent, time spent. You are literally paying towards some sort of education. You're learning some techniques. If someone told you you've been doing the salt mines for the last 15 years, you would be like, okay, this person's, ready. And unfortunately, that's unfortunate, or unfortunately, like you said, when you're 20 years old or something, you got your whole life in front of you. Hey, you gonna work Lake Tahoe all weekend? I mean, all summer long? Yeah, sure, why not? Meet some hot chicks, hook up, enjoy my fucking life. You got nothing to base it off of. But when you have all your life already spent, most of me, half my life spent, there's some experiences that I'm not willing to go back to, right? I don't need to spend my whole summer doing some kind of log cabin thing or something like that. That wouldn't benefit me at my life now. You know what I mean? I require more from my life, and this is the reason why we're having this conversation this morning, is because if you require something more from your life, more than just your existence, more than just your names, you're looking for a challenge in your life. I'm glad you're watching this show this morning, because it's hard. It's hard to challenge yourself. It's going to be hard to dig within and go, okay, I'm comfortable right now. Let me get off the couch and go for a run. Or I'm comfortable in my life right now. Why rock the boat? I don't want anything to go wrong. Yeah, I totally agree with you. You know what I mean? But just like Bruce Lee said, and I think your boy, what's his name that got knocked out? Ben Askren. Ben Askren said it too. I don't want my children to have an easy life. I want them to have a challenging life, because then they can know how to face a challenge. And that's exactly what this show is about. It's about facing your challenges. I had no money, bro. I just got out of jail. January 6th to, what was it, 13th? I can't remember. I went to jail, right? Went down the flush pipe because of my registration on my car, and now I'm sitting in there in a federal prison for cartel members, watching them argue over the remote, right? Like, this is stupid shit, right? Like, stupid shit. And I've got constipation, and talk about stupid shit. Constipation is stupid shit. And I'm trying to get my mind right, and I'm sitting on this bed, and I go, why am I even here? I could be in my bed, a comfortable bed, right? Like, I could be in a very comfortable bed here in Thailand, right? With my queen size bed all to myself, extremely comfortable. Nobody fucking sneezing, farting, or coughing next to me. I don't have to take a shit next to another human being. I don't have to take a piss next to another human being. I don't have to be next to a human being if I don't want to. And this is when it started to dawn on me, right? It really started to dawn on me that I was making some life choices without even knowing I was making a choice. So even not voting, when people go, I'm not voting, is a vote. You're literally voting with your time. It's like voting with your wallet. You know what I mean? How you spend your time is how you get your money, and how you spend your money is how you vote. And then all of a sudden you're looking at your votes and you're going like, why am I adding up to this? How did I come all this way to make it to lose this weight, right? And feel fucking great and to love my life? You know what I mean? Fucking love that shit, bro. Not to matter about anybody else, bro, but to love myself and what I've been fucking doing, bro. I fucking love my life, man. And it took me getting off the couch with the fucking dog shitting and pissing next to me at Jass's house, right? I was on the couch. The couch smelled like ass because the dogs had been sleeping there for a year. I had to pull off all the fucking, what do you call it? The couch covers off and re-wash them, put down a whole nother blanket so it wouldn't smell like dog urine. And the fact that they always took shits and pisses every morning inside their cages made it even worse. So I was sleeping next to the dog shit, next to the dog cage, on the dog bed, fresh out of jail. Mom just called the cops on me. I just got out of jail, came all the way from Pahrump to Las Vegas, and my mom called the cops on me. That's right, my own mother called the cops on me. And it sucks to say because, like, I just got out of jail. I just got my freedom. You would think that that was important to her. It wasn't. She was worried about me trying to cause drama in her house, being a wild tourist bull in a china shop, and all I did was just get out of jail. And all I was looking for was my fucking, which I couldn't find, but my title to my car so I could get it out of bail, out of what do you call that when you're in the tow service, right? Yeah, that's what I was dealing with. And to sit here a year later and to have my own place, right? With my rent only being $40, right? I lost over 40 pounds, right? You know what I mean? I'm working on my businesses again. Thank you very much. And I kind of had to find myself again, just like anybody else that travels the world, the eat, pray, love girls of the world, and everyone trying to find love or themselves or a future. We're all in it, you know what I mean? Not one of us is here just that hasn't run away from something. Maybe a relationship didn't work out or a business didn't work out. There's a lot of people, especially in the later season, that have left their mentality, right? There's a lot of people that have left behind their tragedy or whatever has befallen them at home and came to Thailand and try to disappear off the mainland, right? They don't care if you go off into Cambodia and not see anybody ever again. They don't care if you go off the Ponderosa. As long as you're here, they'll let you do whatever the fuck you want, and that's part of the whole Lao Tao Kun philosophy. The Lao Tao Kun means up to you. Up to you if you want to eat, pray, love. Up to you if you want to get spiritual. Up to you if you want to eat right and choose right. That's really up to you. The rest of us, right? We're just scrambling day by day. We can't see the forest through the trees, and this is why I'm having this conversation this morning. Motivation was it was the same for me. Scrambling away from jail, scrambling away from poverty, scrambling away from relationships that weren't serving me, friends that weren't answering the phone when I needed them. Nobody wanted to hang out in Vegas anymore. I just got out of jail. I'm sleeping on the couch. I'm fucking couch surfing at my buddy's spot that's about like 10 years younger than me. That was no fun. And then you look back a year later and you go, damn, man, I can't believe I made it. Right? Has anybody ever done that where they were just like thought they were in the impossible journey, the endless adventure, that there wasn't anything that was gonna good come after jail, and then I'm sitting here with 40 pounds off of me, having the best sex of my life, maybe having life on the way, maybe having love on the way, made me having the life that I've ever dreamed right at the end of my tips because I was brave enough to do it. Now, most of you are going to go, okay, Saint, that's how everyone always asks me, what do you do for money? What do you do for money? And I'll tell you, whatever it takes, right? Like, what if I have an instant job to be a bartender? Then I guess I'm a bartender, even though I don't drink or any of that stuff. That's how I had my job in Turkey. I wasn't a bartender, but I'm just saying these are the kind of things that what I would step up to do: teach English, help a friend out, paint a fence, whatever the fuck it takes, because then that's what I'm doing with my time. I'm actually doing something with my time. I'm not just sitting on a couch and my friend's fucking 1-inch screen TV all the way there in Finland holding down his brand new fucking TV. That ain't me, right? I got to do something with the time while I'm alive, and hopefully it is chipping away at my future, right? So I can improve my life and thank myself in the future. And I can't believe it's been a full year. Let's go through it, shall we? Let's bless up. I'll go through it with you. First things first, thank you, universe. First things first, thank you, universe, for even allowing me to see this beautiful world. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be safe. Thank you for taking care of me when I couldn't take care of myself. Thank you for my friends who let me sleep on the couches. Thank you for the ability to have friends around the world. And thank you for building such a beautiful world with so many beautiful artistic and architectural people that made this world such a more beautiful planet to live on. It's just amazing that I would ever get a chance to see this, that I would ever get a chance to shine. I could have easily buried myself in the sand. I could have easily buried myself, but they didn't realize that I was a fucking seed, bro. That I was willing to come back from anything. That you could bury me 6 feet or 10 feet. I'm going to go deeper and deeper inside of my soul and deeper inside of my goals and just deeper inside of myself to see if I could do it. Can I travel the world for 3 different times? I can't believe I'm leaving for Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, a place I've never been before, right? I'm literally going to a new country again this year. Let's see, all the new countries I've been over the year has been fantastic. I've never been to Norway before. I've never been to Spain before. I've never been to Malaysia before. Where else did I go that I never been before, but just so happened to have gone? Ireland. I never went to Ireland before. Scotland. I've never been to Scotland before. I got to see all 5 of these new countries on this beautiful planet because I took a chance. Now, I didn't plan on going to Oslo. I didn't plan on going to Norway. That was just a 6-8 hour layover. But I figured with 8 hours of my time, that's a whole day of work. You could be working, I don't know, selling stupid shit to tourists, right? Or you can be walking the streets of Oslo, going to free museums and seeing great architecture in the bay and actually get to say, I've been to Norway. And then for me to click over into England and to see the north, west, east, and south of England in that order, to be able to crash with my friends and celebrate my birthday last year in London at April 21st I can't believe it's been a fucking year. I can't believe that I'm going to be turning 44 here in about less than 3 weeks, bro. And especially after spending a week in Kuala Lumpur, I'll be coming back for Songkran, and before I know it, I'll be 44 years old. Yeah, man. 44 years old. I've seen five out of 7 of the wonders of the world. I need to see the Great Pyramids and the Roman Colosseum before I die. Bless up to that. I've traveled the world 3 different times. I mean, circumference the globe once, twice, 3 times now. And I started my own business from nothing, and I'm doing it again. No money, I'm going to buy a bungalow. No money, I'm going to get my website started. No money, I still believe in my dreams. And this is why it's so important that I put the no money part, because it stops everyone. Their pets stop them. Their plants stop them. Their mortgages stop them. There's so many excuses out there for why you can't do what you want to do. This morning is a no excuse morning. This is a morning about getting it done and getting it after it and making it happen, because it is a reality. You can live into the world that you want to live. It's really up to you. And if it's meant to be, it's up to me. And that's why we have these conversations every morning. It's because it was up to me. Let me see if I can let you see the trees behind me here. And it was up to me. It was up to me to get off that couch and just say, you know what? Fuck this car. It's been getting me arrested, right? Fuck these cops. They don't really want me to be free. Fuck this country. They're trying to hold me down and everything's really expensive. Why not go overseas? Why not get this $5,000 credit card, shift $2,000 of other debt from the other credit cards on it, literally travel the world with only $3,000 and $300 in my pocket? And most people would say that only lasts you a couple months, right? Like 1 month. I spent a whole $1,000 1 month in England alone. But then it was time to go to Finland. And I had my ticket for only $35, $40, bro. I flew into Finland. Now I'm staying with friends. Yeah, sure, some of them are on meth and acting weird, but people change, things change. But at least I got to stay alive. At least I got showers. At least I had a roof over my head. At least I had friends. At least I had weed. Thank you, Mika. I thank you thoroughly. And then after I was done with Mika, Mika was done with me. I moved to another friend. So then they had kids, and even then they gave me a spare bedroom, and even then they took care. Thanks God, Father. I haven't forgotten anybody. Even Yoni buying me this ticket to Thailand from Finland, 400, 500 euros. Thank you, brother. He's probably spent €1,000 on me just for me to have this trip, and another €2,000 from my other friend Gianni, who's from Italy, just cashed me out, and now I can live another month or 2 months, 3 months, whatever I need to be here without a job, without any income, without any faults of my own. This is what I chose. I put myself in the situation. I had to find myself out of the situation, and this is what you don't want to find yourself out of. Is a situation. Most people don't want to put themselves in a situation because they don't want to see what they're made out of to find their own solution out of it, right? It's going to require a challenge. How many of you like a puzzle, right? How many of you love a test? How many of you embrace and drive change? Not many, right? Most of us are going to be afraid. We're going to be, oh shit, that shit's happening to me. I don't want it to be different. I'm like, it needs to be different. It needs to be different than jail. It needs to be different than bullshit that I'm going through. I need to make it different. It's up to me. Let's see. Improve this image. Work. Still looking faded. But yeah, and only you are going to be able to have the audacity to be able to pull that shit off, to be able to see if you really can travel the world, go after a degree in college, stick to itiveness, long goals, a year goal, 3-year goal, 5-year goal, 10-year goal, things that you never thought were possible. Put them down on the sheet. Be as expansive as possible because it needs to scare you. You need to be able to say, is that really me? Is that really me traveling the world wearing my own clothes, taking pictures of hot models with my muscles and my beard out, dick out, tits out? You can't be serious. Is that really me meeting people from different backgrounds and cultures and speaking different languages? Is that really me putting shirts on these people so that they can go to their far corner of the world? Shout out to Megan from Ireland, the hot stewardess who just reached out and was like, yo, I think I lost your design, but at least she's still checked in. I'm already having my right now. I'm already in Germany right now. I'm already in where else did I go? Turkey right now. I'm already in Spain. I'm up in ya. Right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I went everywhere, bro. I went everywhere. Everywhere that we was about to become legal, from London to Finland. Now they have smoke shops. They're selling seeds. Yep, autoflower seeds. I'm fuck with it. Let's go, boys and girls. Let's go. CBDs. Let's go. Climbing around Helsinki so I can meet my appointment, so I can give them some papers and a container. And that's what we did, bro. That's what I did. I did this for the last year of my life. I don't know what your year looked like, but this is my life, homie. You decide yours. I said, look, man, let's go for it. So now I got $2,000. I've gone through England. It was expensive. It's like 20 pounds just to cross on a train. Right? This is public transportation. I get there, I get out of there, I get over to Finland. I did the whole summer thing, enjoyed the frisbee, Finland, Vittu, made some stickers, made some shirts, had an awesome time. But then it was time to leave Finland. That's right, things change. Now my ass has to go over to Germany, right? I went from Finland to Germany because my friend was there. Now he was being an asshole from the jump. He was just being a dick. Everything he was doing was like nails on a chalkboard. He just wanted to argue with me, and it just had a bad time. His whole journey was about bad vibes, and I wasn't sure what was going on with him. Maybe it was his drinking. Maybe it was his divorce. I'm not sure. But shout out to Mahir. Thank you for letting me crash out on your couch again. Now, mind you, this isn't just Germany, right? This is also me going into Turkey with this man. And the arguments continued. And I'm in a third world country, like a Muslim country like Turkey again. Luckily, I still had some friends from before to take care. Shout out to Sir Cantuna. It wouldn't have made it if it wasn't for you. You're the motherfucking man, bro. So I appreciate you as well. And that's what ends up happening, bro. You got to appreciate what's happening. Even if your friends fall to the wayside, there was another friend to step up. Even if my one friends were getting divorced in England, there were my friends in Norwich that weren't getting divorced that were stepping up. Everywhere I looked, my friends I didn't even know I had were coming out of the woodwork in the country and were stepping up and helping your boy Marky Saint. Shout out to them. So I'm in Turkey. I'm chilling like a motherfucker, but it's not really that cool. I thought I was gonna stay there a full month, but my homeboy was acting like a dick. It was time to move. I was like, let me book another ticket. Where did I go from Turkey? Where did I go from Turkey? I think I went to Spain. Didn't I go from Turkey to Spain? I think so, bro. I think I went back into the EU and I went back too early in the Schengen area. So I started my other new 90 days into the Europe. Too bad, so sad. Now it's time to go to Mallorca. And then I'm in Mallorca and I'm with another rude friend. Shout out to Raul, but he let me crash on the couch, bro. And I got to see Mallorca, Spain, one of the most expensive places, beautiful places on the planet, being butt naked out into the fucking Soria in the water. I can't believe I was touching fucking yachts, bro. Multi-billion-dollar yachts, right? The luxury yachts of the world were there, bro, and some of the most beautiful women in the world, and some of the best food in the world. And you're just like, is this what the Romans did? You know, they just flew around. I mean, well, not flew around, floated around, the Mediterranean, eating the best food, fucking the best women. Sounds like a plan. And the fact that I would even get laid, bro, that in itself, like I was having no sex in Las Vegas, and then all of a sudden it was like, make love to a girl at a festival in Finland, or get picked up by a hot German milf in Mallorca. I was starting to come up. I still had the weight on me. I still had the depression on me, but this is the whole point of the journey was to move away from the depression and get an impression out of my life, to get back to I can't say I love my life, to screaming I love my life. You know what I mean? Like I had to get my shit back, me back, my essence, my quan, my what do you call that? This. I needed this back. And this was it was the life, the man of the je ne sais quoi, this thing, this light of our lives. I wanted to find my light again, and I needed it. And I needed to go from lighthouse to lighthouse till I found the light. And from Spain, I went and saw La Sagrada de Familia, the sacred family, the longest running 400-year-old, whatever, built long and take for Gaudi to make a fucking church. It's just amazing. His mind, his art, everything's just amazing. And they're still coming up with ways to build his architecture and to build his fantasy and come to life. And it's almost done. It's almost done. It's a beautiful project. You should see it. And Gaudi has a park, and it's amazing as well. I can't believe this dude did this about 100 years ago, like black and white photos. This thing looks like from the future. And that's what it must have felt like when you let somebody be authentically themselves and let them do what they can do. We'll see what damage I can do this year. You know, this full year I've been traveling the world, and I have another year in front of me, and I'm already excited for the year 2024. I love even numbers. I love the sunshine. I love the alignment. You know what I mean? I can't believe the timing. I can't believe the people involved. I can't believe the love that I found, and I can't believe the people that I got to meet. I can't believe all the stories, all the twists and turns. Because you can't be in two places. So I don't know what I missed there. But I'm not FOMOing at all, bro. I'm like literally in love with my life that I can even sit here, look down at my abs. Do I even have abs? It's not a belly, it's abs anymore. Like, what the fuck happened, bro? What in the fuck just happened? Fasting happened. My buddy Raul told me in Mallorca before I even came there. He's like, "Man, you got fat." So I showed up fat. He's like, "Look, we're not eating until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Uh, I fast," and I started to get on his program, drinking a lot of water, fasting, smoking a lot of weed, spliffs, and keeping the smoke in my stomach instead of being hunger pains. I just kept drinking it away. Here's a case in point. My stomach's starting to rumble a little bit. You just grab a 1 liter water a day, man. Water ain't gonna hurt you. It's only gonna rinse you, and that's what we needed. I needed a flush. I needed a flush of my life because I was so engulfed with the depression and losing my child and not being able to say I love my life. It fucked me up, bro. I really was fucked up inside. And then I was like, you know what? Let me get back what I had. Let me get back that je ne sais quoi, that quan, that spark, whatever it is that I have. I feel like I can feel it in me, my bones, Jones. You know, my DNA, my DNA on my heart from the start. I could feel that I was meant to do this. And I'm doing the infomercial yesterday live. I was like, I have these 6-pack abs. I'm on the island. You too can make money overseas and travel the world and live free. And I was sitting there as a kid like, man, who the fuck is this dude? He's such a douchebag. Fuck this man. He probably do steroids. That ain't really his abs. Hold tight. They really are my abs. This really is Thailand. I really do play frisbee every day. And I really did run up and do the infomercial like I always thought I would, talking about marketing and mostly Saints and Saints brand and Saints addiction and starting labels and having all these brands, Las Vegas original, and building something from nothing and watching all my heroes, and you got to be intrepid and how brave they were to do the things that they did, and you don't want to go through those things. I tell everybody all the fucking time, you don't want to do what it takes to be famous because it usually is at the detriment of you. You're famous for running over 15 people in a car. Not the business, bro. Not the business, bro. But that's what we start to do. It's so weird that this thing keeps coming out of the middle. This old man has a long one down here, and he was doing the knees. He was doing the high knees on the beach, and I said, that's me in the future, bro. You're 60 or whatever. I'm you in 20, 30 years, homie. Big old beard still doing the stretches, still doing the Muay Thai knees, still being on the beach. It might look weird, but his thing was like all the way down to here, and he wears these like fedoras and shit. I mean, it's like Cam Jack. I'm saying, what's up with it? Some people, I'm like, that's me in the future. My beard starts growing its own goatee. My beard's growing a beard. What the fuck is going on with my life? Crazy, but genius. Just to say that you're gonna do something every day and put some little bit of effort in it. Put a couple pennies in the curse jar. You know, keep losing the pounds. Keep eating the salad instead of the dessert. Start with the salad; it'll fill you up. Boldly go. You have no idea what you're capable of. That's the whole point of finding out. Like, that is the whole experiment. It's just to find out. Fuck it. You're not losing anything already, right? Sitting on the couch, I'm pretty sure it's been 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, right? It added up to months of just sitting on the couch. You've watched every Netflix special. You've done all of the comedy. You've done all of the horror. You've literally watched everything on Netflix. You finger fucked your social media to death. You're done posting. You're done fucking choking. You're done fucking joking. You're done fucking around. You can't stand even looking at your phone anymore, bro. Have you ever done that where you're just like, I'm done? I'm done. Just throw the phone. Throw the phone at the couch, bro. You're like, I'm done being in that spot. I'm done being on this phone, and I got something better to fucking do with my time. And that's what we fucking do, bro. We get after it, man. We get after it, bro. You can get after life. You can make your fucking life happen. There's people that just mosey around their fucking apartments and literally wear a path from the bathroom to the kitchen to the couch. And it's sad, man. I used to be doing that my damn self, and I know wasn't getting anything healthy at the kitchen, and I definitely wasn't exercising by walking to the bathroom, and usually it was just masturbation on the couch. It was just like such a rinse and repeat. I'm so sad I couldn't break the cycle. The addiction was real. The addiction to porn, the addiction to cocaine, the addiction to alcohol, the addiction to women, the addiction to tobacco. All of it was real. All of that was an experience. You know what I mean? You can feel the pull, and it almost needs you to be the same pull. That's what makes me successful. Is I made the same pull that I had for like cocaine for shirts, and the same yearnings I had for women, I had for business. And then after that, it was just like finding my own spirituality. I heard I was fake spiritual. It's like, dude, my spirituality is strong with me, bro. Very strong with me. It's not a joke. I don't have to sit here. I studied theology. We can talk about religion. I study the religions of the world. I've been in Buddhist temples in Thailand and Watts. I've been to the edge and the most southern point of South Korea and practiced inside of shaman temples. I've washed my feet at the Hagia Sophia, the number one Muslim mosque in the world. Like I've done some things, bro, and I've seen some things. I've chewed the tobacco leaves of the Mayans up to Machu Picchu with the Peru Indians. Are they Indian Native Americans? What the fuck, bro? I don't know what they even call them. Sherpas. They have a certain name and a look to them. They have their own style. I can tell you that, and the women are different too. They start chewing tobacco, and they start fucking getting red all in their teeth. And what a fucking trip! What a trip it's been, you guys. A full year. Your boy Marky Saint. What a trip, bro. What a trip. I'm mind blown, dude. Just blown all over this screen. Yo, like it's just such a blessing, bro, to finally have my sobriety and have my mind right and have a place to stay. Hold up, I'm not done with this journey. So here we go from Germany to Turkey with the homie. We blow out, we start arguing. I'm like, fuck you, bro, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? And then I went to another situation that was another like, fuck you, bro, I'm out of here type shit. And it was just like from Spain. I went back to Finland. Couldn't afford to go straight to Thailand at that point, right? And I went back to. I think I ran out of money in Mallorca. Somewhere in Mallorca, I think it was just like the credit cards were done. Or by the time I came back to Finland, the credit cards were done. There was no more swiping. There was no more swiping my way out of situations. I had traveled so many months on less than the 2 grand that I had left, right? And then now I'm going to back to a country I didn't even know they just let me in, but apparently I overstayed. But stayed in Finland a little bit. Now it's about to become winter, and I'm like, I can't be in Finland for the winter. My friends are all sitting there watching hockey, and my buddy goes, "How much is your ticket to Thailand?" Yoni said this. All right, I bet 400 euros that these guys would win. If they win, I buy your ticket to Thailand. Boom. They win. We're all going sick in the living room. Everybody's jealous. Like, man, I wish I was going with you. What? Let's buy these tickets. Whoopty 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 whoop whoop. Anyway, he buys me a ticket to Thailand. Now I'm going to the dreamland, right? Everybody wants to be in Thailand, right? Everybody wants to be on the jungles. Everybody wants to be on the island. Everybody knows the sabai sabai life. But what they didn't know is that I would be part of my business, that I'm here to talk about more about weed, and that it would be such a blessing to go on the next part of my journey and really accelerate my weight loss growth, because I always lose a lot of weight with the spicy food and the spicy weather and just walking around everywhere. I was ready to accelerate myself, and I started lifting the weights in Finland. So I knew I had the forest to talk to. I had the whole forest of Finland to just talk to every morning, just be fresh. And sometimes I wasn't that motivated, bro. Sometimes I was depressed, and I was like, oh, fuck, I'm here again. I got no girlfriend, I get no pussy. Nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. Guess I'll go eat worms, right? And then the workout started to talk to me. First, it started with the walks. After I lost my child, I had to walk every morning. Then it started with the waters. Like I got to drink plenty of hydration. It's literally the list you go down. I literally went down the list to go down of depression, bro. Like whatever you got to get out of depression is like how do you get over depression? Exercise. Okay, I got to do that. Walking, drinking water, get fresh sunlight on the morning. Stop having the phone on your eyes. Get off the phone before you go to bed. Morning gratitudes and late night gratitudes. I mean, I'm fucking doing it. So fuck you and judging me. Spiritual people don't judge other people's spirituality. Your journey's your own. Your God is your own. Your path is your own. You're gonna have to walk your own path. You're gonna have to find your own happiness. You're going to have to find yourself. And there's so many people trying to find themselves. Most of them are lost in the sauce, right? I got my ice heads over here trying to sing, and they do it every morning, staying up late, early morning. Crash and burn. She will go to jail again, bro. But I'm not. I'm not going back to jail again. I'm keeping my stuff above board, bro. I'm keeping everything legal businesses. I'm paying all my taxes. I went back to Americas and paid all my taxes. I started to organize my credit. I was up to like 750 score. It's dead now. I killed my credit cards, maxed them out, never paid them. Fuck a credit score, bro. Like I just wanted to be free. And instead of shooting me, I'm shooting my credit score. And I took my $5,000, turned it to three, turned it to two, and I traveled the rest of the world for the majority of it for $2,000, and then came back to Finland with my tail tucked between my legs, back to my friends, who's going to support me, who can help me, and sure as hell they did. They helped me print the stickers. Helped me print the shirt designs. Now he's doing GTFs. I'm so proud of him, to direct the films. He's in the shirt game now too, left, right, and straight. Everybody's so much happier. We all learned so much more from each other. We can be business partners in the future. I can be business partners with a Google exec. I don't want to call him a Google exec, but a person that works at Google, and we get along. I get another business person and an Italian. I'm having both a Roman Italian investor, and hopefully a Scottish American investor, and hopefully Google execs, and people that work for Google. Who else knows people? This is the second person I met that's worked for Google. It's just like, whoa. The other dude was in the ketamine from LA and spaced out, right? So whatever. Welcome to Vegas, right? Some people you can really meet, and some people you're not supposed to meet. That was also part of the journey, that I'm not at these other parties when I would see them in Las Vegas and be like, man, I wish I could just teleport back. Didn't have a lot much more FOMO than that. If you're really living your blessed life, if you're living your life, you don't have much time to watch anybody else's life. And I think that's where they get you. The Facebooks of the world, they get you on the jealousy, they get you on the envy, they get you on the down. Like, you're not so focused on your life, you have more time to focus on someone else's. That's the down. And that's what we normally typically tend to focus on as people. We tend to look at it in our downtime, and usually when you have your downtime is when usually you have the time to be jealous and envious and worry about your vanity and the way you look. I was looking at it the other day too. They were saying makeup is to make up for the aesthetics that you don't have. And I was just like, wow, that's fucking mind blowing, bro. Like, if you don't have it, you will try to fake it. And they do say fake it till you make it, but how about just do it, Nike? I mean, that was the most powerful statement there's ever been. If it's anything, then anything, that the magic potion to success is action, right? It counteracts regret, right? It propels you to a different trajectory. It's almost like propulsion. You just have to drift away with it. And now your new trajectory is out there. There's a new trajectory. You have to do the artillery. You have to do the math. How far is the velocity? How far is it going to go? Your artillery can only fly so far. But just like Angry Birds, we've all played Angry Birds. I don't have to explain trajectory to you. But apparently this morning I do have to explain action to you, because if I don't take bold action, easy to say, now that I've had the bungalow for 3-4 months for free, and I landed here and I lost all this weight, and my friend gave me 2,000 euros. Uh, Way before any of that was an overweight, depressed guy that just came out of jail, 3 different jails. Constipation, really bad. My friend thought I was coming down off a junk, or his friends was like, "Are you coming down off the sauce, bro?" And I'm like, "Bro, I've never done pills in my life. I've never injected heroin once." But apparently, he thought that I was doing that, and I'm like, "Nah, man, I just got bad constipation. Just got out of jail." Who likes telling people just got out of jail? But I started to walk. You guys can see I started walking even around the apartments there, and people started to wave, and people started to say hi. I remember distinctly, and I knew I didn't have any money to get by. I just spent $1,000 to get my own car, out for a rental. It's been a month at the tow yard, and junkyard tow yard, hanging out, $1,000, boom. And then I'm like, you know what? As soon as I get this credit card, I'm gone. $320 for a ticket. Remember the layover to Norway, Oslo? 8 hour layover, but gets me into London. $35 gets me from London to Finland. Finland to Germany, I want to say it was about less than 200 euros. Germany to Turkey. When we were sitting there at the cafe, we booked it. We booked somewhere to like Mykonos or something, but there was a layover in Turkey, so that we just went to Istanbul and got off. I've never done that before, by the way. I think it's called skipping or something, that you get off on one of the middle destinations because it's cheaper. I don't know how they find that out, but you just get off. Who cares if you arrive at the end destination or not? You wanted to get to the middle destination. It was cheaper than flying directly, right? I don't know. He figured it out. We got there for like $100. It was like my last $100. I'm running out of money. We're in Turkey. Trying to find places that take credit cards in Turkey was a challenge. Thankfully, I had, even my friend was being a dick. He had a friend, and I was staying there. Then my friend let me stay with him, and we had fun. Turkey, went into Spain. I can't even remember how much that was, or even if I had to borrow money to get that to work. Spain and Mallorca was going to juice me. No, I must have had some credit cards because I was still working it in Mallorca. But eventually, Mallorca sucked it all up because it's one of the most expensive places on earth, and I don't have a yacht. So just go to the beach every day. You got your Chevrolets. There's a beautiful park I got to walk every day. That park was so beautiful and so nice, and to be able to see the city by walking to all the estancos, all the smoke shops, and talk about, smoke and review and all the products that we have was nice. I put a lot of work on my Chevrolets too, you guys. It wasn't just sitting around on couches and watching Netflix and couches in Spain and shit. It was like I wanted to see these places. It makes you want to go outside. If it's just normal and you know what you're looking at outside, you know your neighbors are going to be dicks and be loud while you're on your live, and then as soon as you get off your live, they get quiet, and that's just what ice does. But besides for my friends wilding out on meth and waking me up at 6 a.m. and wrestling each other, wrestling a girl and getting beat by a girl, it was all bad, bro. For like hours they were wrestling. I'm not talking like 5 minutes, bro. I'm talking hours. Fucking. Meh. Anyway, and so as for Raul yelling right off the bat, bro. Raul yelling in the morning, going like, "Hey man, this shit's all fucked up. Your shit's all fucked up." Spade. When it's his couch deteriorating and I'm just sleeping on a couch, and every time I sleep on the couch every morning I have to sweep it before he even wakes up because I'll go suicidal. Not try to use the same bathroom at the same time as people. The OCDs of bouncing into people. There's a price to pay. There's a price to pay. It wasn't like I was staying at the fucking Marriott at each location, you guys. I wasn't that at all. But I wouldn't want to stay that way anyway. I hate fake spots. I hate cookie cutter spots. I hate. If I had a hotel, each room would be fucking different, bro. There would be no same. It would be the most unique hotel you ever see. Fuck these people, right? You know what I mean? Like getting it how you live, not the same. I couldn't stand it. I barely like having flat walls. I like having no walls at all. Actually, this is a goal in life, to just be no walls, shirt off, fan on, situation in lock. Get to smoke as much weed as I want to, and enjoy as much as I want to. That's what I'm into. Leaves are falling, fresh leaves are falling everywhere. I pick them up. Yep, there goes another one. Big old durian plants, not even durian. Jackfruits are growing large again. Like this is the second round. I've literally seen them go. You're like, what the fuck are you on? The fuck am I on? I'm on high on life, man. I'm on that trigger proof shit. Watching my own identity grow, and my popularity grow, or my label grow, having the balls to go out there in the world and get people to follow mostly Saints or Travel by Saints or Saints Addictions page. Continue making shirts that I got from Finland before I got dropped off. I had about 30 shirts and all the designs. I still have some designs. I told my friend he's got to get a Victu design from me, but making shirts for all my friends, especially before they leave. I missed one for Michelle. I'm so sorry, girl. You think that would have easily been handled, but distractions. And then trying not to be distracted in life, trying to be in the moment and not be so anxious that I gotta smash things and be loud and curse at people, and try to be that kind of leader anymore. The leader that intimidates everybody, that's up early and late at night because I'm so torn inside. You're also the same person that's drinking late, smoking ice, getting arrested, getting beat up. I just found out one of my friends didn't make it all the way. Made it to Bangkok, but didn't make it all the way to Finland, and that's horrible. Oh, what tangle webs we weave. Supposed to be getting sober. Instead, you're getting into trouble. Trouble hangs out there, bro. Trouble hangs out with people that smoke ice. Trouble hangs out with people that are into prostitution. Trouble hangs out with people that deal drugs, that go to clubs, and have that risky behavior, you know? And there's a lot of risky behavior out there. There's a lot of threats to your sobriety, to your mentality, to your life. There's a lot of threats. And I know going some places, especially without money, there might be a threat for my life, but I never felt. I don't think I ever once felt threatened that I was going to be arrested. In Brazil, they rolled up on us, almost got arrested. That was crazy. But this time, I don't think any run-ins with the law, no brush-ins. Oh wait, England. England was a big deal because I left my bags and I have a beard, and they thought I was a Unabomber. That got squashed. I didn't even eat breakfast. Barely made it. That was a challenge. Challenge averted. Let's talk about challenges. I rose to the challenge, intrepid, as the Duchess says from Norwich. The Duchess of Norwich. The Duchess of Norwich. She's so posh. You know what I mean? You have to be able to talk to the Duchess of Norwich. And she called me intrepid, and I had to actually look up the word. It means brave, basically. That you're so brave, Mark, to do this with little to no money. Didn't even have my little 20 euros to give her so we could buy more weed. I only had credit cards. I literally ran out of cash like in the first week. It was gone, and the little 300 bucks I had got snorted, and now I'm buying 140, swiping so that the whole family, Fred, Cat, and their daughter, made it all the way. Poppy June, because she'd never been to Scotland before, and I was like, "Let's go, girl. Me neither." And then of course, mom was tripping and fell or did some weird shit. And I'm like, "I'm out of here." And I wanted to do museums and enjoy Scotland my own way. And what is it called? The castle of Edinburgh Castle. A real fucking castle. I'm a castle slut. All I wanted to do is see castles. We talked about England for forever, bro. That I would just come up and see you guys, and it'll be awesome. And how cool would it be for me to go see a real castle and like fly a drone through it and film it and all these things that I've seen in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I watch those things. I don't know about you, but most of you guys watch Mission Impossible because it's the only way that you're going to be able to see Prague, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've never seen Prague, but he's running all over the bridge now. Or he's in Barcelona, but now I've been to Barcelona, so now I can say I've been to some of these places as much as far as James Bond, another one of my heroes. So it's just one of those things where you have to define your heroes, you have to define your locations, you know what I mean? You have to define your neighbors, you know, you can choose your neighbors if you own a property, you don't have to be next to anybody. You can choose your locations, you don't have to have fences, you don't have to have areas at all. You can be people free if you wanted to be. You can get space in between. That's the tough part too. It's like I did a lot of walking. That was nice for my mentality and being able to go find space. You know what I mean? Like go get the space that I was seeking. And I'm very grateful for that. These wide open spaces, the parks and Plaza de Palma, Plaza de Palma, dude, bro, beautiful park. And what an amazing walk to walk through these areas. They were so romantic, and Spain can't even help but be romantic. Barcelona, they always say, is a beautiful city. Definitely go see that. Put it on your map. It's way safer than Madrid, I heard. Just follow Travel by Saints. This is so important, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to give pro tips. I started writing down tips, things that I've learned 3 times around the world of how to travel, especially with little money, budget cuts, concentration points, things that little tips that you would make it just your trip easier. I want you to take a trip. I want you to boldly go. Take a trip. Your life is a trip. Life's a trip, bro. And you need to let me give you some wisdom on that. Life's a trip, and you need to travel. You need to get to destinations unknown. You need to boldly go. You need to find yourself. You need to take the challenge, right? Embrace the change. Everything's on the other side of fear. Everything that you've ever wanted You wanted to fuck beautiful women. You wanted to approach them. You wanted to sleep with women from around the world. You wanted to speak several languages, 10 different languages, bro, because I heard somebody one time when I was traveling, I was like 10 years old, bro. 15 years old. I was a young kid, bro. I don't even remember, but I remember traveling. I wish I could tell you where I was traveling, but the dude was like 3 seats back. And all I remember is hearing him say this is like, I speak like 7 languages, 10 languages. And I was like, who the fuck does that? Who the fuck says that? You know? And now I get to say that. And why do I get to say that? Because I stayed there so long. And that's my goal in life is to be fluent in all those languages, is to stay where I've been going with my friends. Even though I'm going to Malaysia and that's a whole new language, whole new currency, whole new location. This in a couple days. What the fuck? I'm still traveling, travel addict, bro, for life. But travel could be getting out of your city, bro. Travel could be taking your girl for a fucking picnic, bro. Going to one of your national parks, going to a different state, flying to go see a different game. Travel is like what we all know it to be. It doesn't have to be internationally. It doesn't have to be intrepidly. You don't have to do it without funds. I wouldn't recommend that either. But I will give you some pro tips at Travel by Saints. I have them written down, and I will start giving that advice. But 1 year of traveling the world, y'all. I can't believe I did it again. I really can't believe I did it again. I challenged my life for the third time and just say, hey man, fuck it. If I don't have no money, fuck it. I'm just gonna make it. I'd rather die trying. I'd rather paint a fence to get out of it. I'd rather borrow some money. I'd rather find investment projects. I'd rather um, do the work, do the websites again, climb these mountains again, lose the weight again, beat depression again, become a depression survivor, become a world traveler again, depression survivor again, beat the odds again, because odds are I would have been in jail, and odds are I was in jail, and odds of me ever traveling the world, impossible, and I'm going to Malaysia in a couple days. I'm about to be 44 in 2 weeks. It's my birthday. It hasn't even dawned on me. Like, I just get in the mode, like scrubbing my bag, preparing my bags, preparing what I'm going to pack. All my laundry's done. Stacking my chips, counting them twice. Want to see who's naughty or nice. For real. I'm figuring it out, bro. I'm figuring me out. I can't figure out the world. I can't figure out other people. They have to figure themselves out. This is really what's competitive about it. You gotta figure yourself out, man. What's your path? What do you want? And who knows what trajectory, because of this trajectory, I might have another trajectory. I feel like my life is about to jump off again. But once I was like, coming from Brazil, history, we have watch, oh shit, we lost the fucking wings. Explosion on the tarmac. And you look at these pilots, test pilots, guys that know their life could be short and they're trying hard and they're really smart and they're putting their life on the line. Why would you do that? Why would you put your life on the line? Because you're testing your life. It's the time to make a shirt. Test your life. I think it's time to make a shirt. That motorbike I'm gonna take as a sign. Test your life. And you're gonna have to take some challenges. Test it. See if you can do 100 sit-ups one morning. 10 sets. Just do 10 at a time, but do 10 of them times. It's really hard. See if you can just hang your body. Not even do a pull-up. Just hang. And how long can you hang? Do you want to even start measuring yourself? Do you want to measure your weight line? Do you want to look at your weight? Do you want to know your body weight mass index? Do you want to take it to that nth degree? The nth degree could be the nth of the world. Goa, India. Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Iceland. Paraguay. You're people from all over the world, bro. You're like, where the fuck are you from? Again? I'm sorry, what? People live where? People live all over the world now, bro. I'm letting you know. I did it. I did the work. I did the work. I went from National Geographic to it's really real. And what places haven't I been? And that's why I brought up Scotland, and I should bring up Ireland too. Salt of the earth, Marty, good old Martin turned sideways on me, got cuckoo in the cuckoo nest, but turned the water off on me while I was taking a shower, and I'm such a victim. But maybe I was too entitled, picking at my beard, dropping it on the ground, being late, coming through, taking my time, going through the museum, and he was waiting for me. He was a very impatient man, and I think that irritated her. And I thank you for letting me cash on your couch, your folks' couch, and let me meet your friends and showing me Ireland and showing me all your tags around the Wexford. And that I even got to see another part of the world and touch another part of the ocean. I always I touched the Atlantic once when I was 17 in New York, but then I got to touch the other side of the Atlantic. Thank you for that. Thank you for coming on the trains with me and showing me the museums. And I've been in a museum almost every place. Very grateful. Got to see the screen in Oslo, Norway. Just picked up on my phone today, actually. How funny is that? Google Photos, your trip. So that's how I knew I took this trip a year ago. Google Photos let me know, and I was like, wow, a year? Let's go a full hour of just how my life's changed. Now I'm doing sunset frisbee sessions every day if I can. Every day I get to touch the frisbee. I can fucking have a good day. It's a healthy day. And it's all about that health, mental health, and attaining it and maintaining it, maintaining it, and keeping it. Lord knows we still have to fight some forces, usually inside of ourselves. There's going to be a devil somewhere in it, right? There's going to be challenges that might not be so cool, right? Like my friend just got beat up and went to jail. Like, is it not enough to get beat up? Now you're going to jail, and they took all your money and put you in a problem and raised alarms with your family, and things are sketchy. Yeah. Life is tough like that, right? But this day, this sunshine, your boy Saint traveled the world, bro, for a year. No fucking way. No fucking way. And I made it. And I'm happier and healthier. And I'd like to think that I'm clearer now more than ever. I am not depressed. I love my life. And I'm a grateful person. I'm going to stop judging people. I'm going to start empathizing. Because I see the same drug addiction, rage, and anger. And I see how much joy killer it is. I was going to do an episode of joy killing, and that'll be another, I guess, tomorrow. But the things that kill our joy, and we allow it to happen. We encourage it to happen, and unfortunately, we can encourage our bravery. We can encourage our intrepidness. We need to encourage our hope, and not take everything so literally. Nothing is perfect. You're not perfect. Perfectly imperfect at mostly saints, and that's exactly what this is. This is me turning my negatives into positives. 15 years ago, sitting on that beach, coming up with the Saints Addiction idea, and it was before it was even that. It was just like, hey, I'm gonna import-export shirts. Didn't even have a fucking name, bro. Didn't even have $1. 15 years ago. And I saw my homie, and I'm like, can you believe we were just some young fuckers 15 years ago, bro? When we first met on this island, he's like, I love you, bro. I'm like, I love you too, bro. And you know what he said to me? He said, we're still those fucking kids. I'm still that kid. 44, I feel like I'm fucking 34, bro. Something's gone wrong. Maybe I found the fountain youth. Maybe it's genetics, maybe it's diet, maybe it's workouts, maybe it's... I got it from my mama. Either way, my family still loves me, we still stay in contact. I still have friends that I've known for a long fucking time. And your boy Saint makes it work. And that's what I can count on. I can count on me. So when people ask me if I gamble, and they do, they ask me all the time if I gamble, because I'm from Vegas, and I tell them, I bet on me. And you should start betting on you too. And give yourself a reason to bet on you. Give yourself a reason to improve your odds in life and to choose what destination you want to be on, what numbers you want to be on, what colors you want to be on, what part of the field and chessboard do you want to be on. That's your hour of morning motivation. Coming from a man that just traveled the world for a year, April 4th, 2023 to April 4th, 2024, today in Thailand, sitting in my bungalow that I only paid $40 a month for. Water and electric, and I fucking chill the fuck out. And I do my pull-ups, I do my sit-ups, and I smoke my weed, and I eat. I have one shake a day. I eat one meal a day. My crispy fried pork with rice. Well, I use my old dirty underwear to blow my nose in, and I wipe it twice, multiple times. My nose runs all morning. I hack a lot. I fart a lot. I'm a man. I piss a lot. I piss everywhere. I piss all over this fucking place. I'm a fucking dog. But I got that dog in me. Fighter, survivor, endurer, you name it. I'm signing it. I'm here for it. And you need to arrive in your life someplace. You need a destination unknown. You need a challenge in front of you that you can't see the end of. It's important. It's imperative. I can only tell you that. So yeah, where did I really run out of money? Was it Mallorca? I think it was right to the end of Mallorca or Finland. It was just like done. I got nothing. Got to come back, and it wasn't for the reliance of my friends. I got by with a little help from my friends, letting me sleep on their couches. I mean, I hope I didn't put them out too much electricity, too much water, too much entitlement, too much obnoxiousness, too much Marky Saint. Maybe it was too much for too many people. That happens too. I wore out my welcome. I know it. Some people got blocked. It's like I still don't talk to Aki. I still don't talk to Mika. I still don't talk to Raul, and I still don't talk to Mahir from Turkey. They've all stopped talking to me. All my friends that let me stay with them, literally, it's like it was a curse. It's almost like the free shirt curse. If I give you a free shirt, I'll never see you again, type shit, right? As a friend, like you think you're a good friend, I'll never get the picture. I'll never get the shirt back, um, or see you again, right? It's the free shirt curse. I don't know. I should call it that, but it's true. It's a free shirt curse. Give a friend a free shirt, you'll never see him again. Anyway, my point being is that these people were kind enough to let me in to their homes, and now I don't speak to them anymore. So there's like a price for the prize, and I'm sure I'm gonna have to rebuild my credit. I'm sure I'm gonna have to pay off these debts, and I'm sure I'm gonna have to spend a lot of hours talking to stupid ass collection companies, and we're getting whittled down to nothing. Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G. And I start speaking to my friends again, and they're hiding out in Spain. I got friends that are back in London, and I got my homies having birthdays in Vegas, and this is worldwide. It's everything that I ever wished for. I said I wanted to own my own business. That was the biggest wish of it all, and even have multiple domains. I'm down 101 Dalmatians, 101 domains, and down for 420. Couldn't afford them all, and the dream is real. I had the laptop open again in Thailand again. Last time I wrote my book, The Book and Door, from my handwritten script in prison. I transcribed it and added to it and embellished it and didn't lie, but just expanded it. Expanded is better than embellished. I didn't embellish that story, and there's still more I want to add to it 10, 11 years later. I can't believe that it still happened to me. I can't believe that I was still brave enough to travel without no money. I mean, it's fucking crazy, bro. I think I scrapped together 200, 300 US dollars and traveled with like $3,000 on one credit card, and that was it. Oh no, I scrapped up another credit card for $2,000. That's right, before I left. So I had about 5 G's to travel. Sorry. And a Discover card somewhere in there, less than 10 grand for sure, less than 5 grand for sure, on credit cards and no cash. And now I'm sitting here a whole year later, safe. I banked on, that's what I was doing. I was finishing this joint, I was finishing this story. I went over an hour, usually I don't, but this has been a year, golden year, and it's almost my birthday, so let's get this out. Dreams come true if you make them come true. You know, I was doing the frisbee. I've been doing that for 15 years. People started calling me a pro frisbee player because I can lift my leg and catch it between, or catch it behind my back, or just do the tricks. And it's just mental health for us. Me and Steve, every day we need it. It's great exercise, especially after you worked out. It's almost like a sauna on your skin. You just start beating sweat like you out of a sauna, because it's a jungle. It's a jungle, and it's a fucking, what's the thing called, a rainforest and an ocean, bro. The humid, anyway, bro. I'm telling you, it's like I'm in, worse than a sauna sweating. Okay, I don't know what it is, but it's just crazy. So it's just a little bit of running, great exercise, a lot of running. I love chasing after that motherfucker frisbee. That big on, love my life. You know what I'm saying? Catching that. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Touchdowns all around. You know, such a high. I highly suggest you find something that makes you get that high. And not a drug. It'll never be the same supply. It always feels that way when I'm chasing a frisbee. Not all the same of intensity, and neither are drugs either. It can make you feel really high and really low. Frisbee doesn't make me feel low at all. Frisbee has set me free, and I started here in Coachon 15 years ago, watching these guys do these things. Balloon, shout out to Balloon and Coachon. Who else plays? Woody. Woody's been playing a long time, and these guys are so great at it. You know, with their tattoos out, and their individuality, and making it float off of them, even if they don't catch it. And just everybody having their own style and having someone to play with. And they won't play with you if you're shit, but they won't waste their time on the beach with you. It's kind of snobby, but I started playing with my friends, got some friends together, found the Thunderbird Glide, and the rest is history. I've been hooked ever since. It's just such great exercise and such great mental health for me. And if I can play frisbee, get on the beach, touch the weights, get a shake, something else too, smoke weed, then it's a good day. Like if I can get all five going, I'm gonna be settled. Have a morning joint. Some people have morning coffee. I have a morning fruit shake, not before 3. And then I get down to the fucking beach and I chill the fuck out, have a lunch, chill the fuck out, maybe crack the laptop, I'm not quite sure, definitely on the phone a lot. Planning, looking at proposals, talking to investors, I'm fucking doing this shit. And just making my life work, man. And it's an autopilot that I'm not in stress mode. I think it's kept me young. And I'm high as fuck, but I was supposed to get you back from Spain to Finland. Finland flew me out to Thailand. I got back to Thailand. No money in my pocket. Literally, he gave me like 140 euros just so I had something in my wallet and stuff. And that was important to me. So I looked at it all, and it looks like it was all good, man. I think I'm fucking solid, to be honest with you. I think this is such a fabulous experience that I could count on the $1,000 that I gave 5 years ago. I didn't know the place was going to be in such disarray, right? But 5 years ago, your boy Saint invested in this place, and I'm grateful now. I'm grateful as fuck that it would even be a place that I can just chill. She said, you have a place for life. I have my own place. I'm the only one in the whole bungalow. So there's in 15 fucking bungalows, and I'm number 13. Chilling like a villain. Making it work. Put in work. So, everybody's going to need belief. Everybody's going to need a saint. You know what I mean? Everybody has a saintly side. We also have a devilish side. You're going to have to find both and make them have harmony. You're going to have to find balance with your yin and yang. It's not just some fucking joke. It's just kind of like human adaptation and evolution that we've all get easily envious. We easily jealous. We get envious wrath and rage and anger and spouts of fucking confusion and frustration. Even our heroes, Martin Luther King was saying, didn't live a very cool life in his private life, right? You know, there are rude neighbors. You know what I'm saying? There are people that are going to disagree with you and your point of view. There's good ties, there's mean ties. Angry Turkish people, nice Turkish people. You know, sober Finnish people, unsober Finnish people. Passionate Spanish people, chill Spanish people. You know, the world's out there for you, and you need to bump into it. You need to bump into your state borders. You need to bump into your national treasures. You need to spend your days outside of the bar, outside of routine, outside of your comfort zone, bro. And you'll make it. You'll crash a little bit. There was a couple begging incidents where I was like, man, Fred's $20, $40, anything. That happened. But a year in review of traveling the world with no money, thank God I have friends. And the friends that I used, or they let me crash on the couch because of our friendship, I'm grateful for it. This is the best couch surfing experience ever. I didn't have to meet strangers. I was in comfort homes. I was safe immediately. And that in itself, I'm grateful for. I owe these guys an apology, probably a thank you gift, and make it up to them. They get an IOU from Marky Saint, straight up, bro. I owe you one. I owe you one Mahir. I owe you one Rahul. I owe you one Aki. I owe you one Martin. I owe you one Surcat. Let's let me cash on the couch. Mike and the Duchess. I owe you one David. Duran. I owe Lee one too. I offended him in front of his wife, or I offended his wife in front of him. His wife was being a bitch to me. I've not always been good, bro. How dare I? This must have been the culprit of response. I wasn't on board with it. But anyway. Yeah. I lost my temper and I called her out for being a control freak. I didn't call her a man. It's a control freak in him. I'm like, yeah, I told her that she was. I confirmed it. I was like, yeah, you're a control freak. It was like, you wouldn't let me do the laundry. I know how to do laundry. I know how to hang laundry. Like, it's all good. And she was like, no, but you got to do it this way. And she was not telling me, you're going to do it now. And she started being insistent and kind of like bossing me around. I was like, whoa. I knew she would like me much because she was one of that crew from here, Ko Chang. Well, this is Ko Chang family. We don't even talk anymore. So there's another person that blocked me that was on, didn't block me, but we stopped talking. So I owe Lee one too. That was down south near Brighton Beach, mate. Nottingham with David. No one's ever talked to me again, and that sucks. So I have to shout them out publicly because they deserve that. They deserve all the praise and accolades. They deserve a nod, a public nod, because they helped me through this journey. It would have been possible if it wasn't for sponsors like you. So, like they used to say in PBS, brought to you by sponsors like you. And those were my sponsors. Shout out to Biddy Mac, who met me out here in Thailand. Even though we had a blowout, I was supposed to meet with him in New Zealand and stay with him. He was another sponsor, or would-be sponsor. I guess in my narcissism, I've used people. But these were my friends. I was coming to visit. I trusted them, and I wouldn't have come to their couch if I didn't. I think we just rubbed elbows the wrong way, or maybe I'm fucked up. I stay over at Jono's, but I can't stay with Jono's anymore. Shout out to Jono too. What an angel. Still picking up the phone, still being a friend. All these family members from Ko Chang, extended family members from Ko Chang, extended Lonely Beach family. Okay, and this extended Lonely Beach family from Lee and Michelle to Jono and Raul It was all tied together. I wouldn't have got any of this successful travel if it wasn't for me traveling or me being on Coach On, and that's the truth of it. So most of it's Coach On connections, some of it's my travel, my own individual travel, but it's all propelled me to travel the world. This island has propelled me to travel the world. I would have never made it to Finland if it wasn't for this island. I would never have been in a motorbike on the first day, first hour. Yeah, no, bro. Yeah, they did the, you know, go down. What is it called? Your boy, Humpty Dumpty had a big fall. And you will fall, and you will fail. Just like that movie. What was it with Brad Pitt? You will fail. Yeah, I've watched all these movies, bro. I grew up through the 80s and 90s, the 2000s, and the 2010s, and now the 2020s. And it's a marvel to watch things go from analog to digital. It's a marvel to see how round the world is and how much technology is developed around the world. I mean, I'm blessed to be coming from America that had the inventions and the plugins. Then you come here and it's like it's a different plug set. They use different style of electricity. Sometimes their electricity wanes. It's not always steady. You get used to steady electricity in America. Why? Because we invented the damn grid, bro. And then you get people that don't have much grid, don't have much toiletries, don't have much sewage, right? Get prepared for that. There's going to be different transportation styles and what's safe and what's not, what's expensive and what's not. There's another beautiful butterfly. So yeah, man, travel. I'm gonna teach people travel by saints, and I want them to give back to wherever they travel. You know, it's about to be Songkran right now, so I gave the girls the bucket so they can splash water. People do Songkran here; it will be covered in water. It's a big water festival right before my birthday. I'm excited to get back to that already. I'm more excited about Songkran than Kuala Lumpur, and I've never, I kind of have an experience of a little bit of Songkran. I remember once with the Russian girlfriend, but it's a blur. It's a solid blur. I like have a little bit of a memory, like one day, and then I don't know. So, but a whole weekend of enjoying Songkran and my birthday, I'm excited for it, and that I got enough funds to travel safely into Singapore. I'm excited for it, and that I made money on the island, cash in hand, because of my talents of how to make logos, designs by Saints, and my experience on clothing and apparel, shirts by Saints, and now we're getting it printed, prints by Saints. And shout out for Sarah for finding the connections for it. She didn't have to, but she did. And that's super dope that she did and is doing. So I'm grateful for her. There's so much out there that I couldn't have, so many other people to thank. It's not even funny. So, you know, I mention these people because they were on my journey. And I'm even grateful that I'm even on a journey and that I'm even somewhere else besides for jail, besides for crazy ass neighbors, besides for bullshit, right? Sounds like a dude. That's what pisses me off. Anyway, besides for people trying to interrupt the show, right? I'm still coming large from the world and from my dream, and I still invented something. I said I wanted to start something out here. That's what Coach On's given me. It's given me the ability to dream, that I can even live this lifestyle, that I can even live in these bungalows and this journey and just enjoy life on my own terms, right? And my own creativity, and to create my own name. And even though it was anything before Saints Brand was anything, it was in my head. It was my last name. Before it even blew up, before we even had Saintsgiving, I was already feeding the homeless. It had to give a name. Like, what do you call yourself? It was Second Sundays, because we did it every second Sunday. And then there was a third Sunday, and then there was a first Sunday, and thankfully there was enough coverage, you know. And hopefully people are still feeding the homeless and helping out. We all got to give back, and that's what I'm giving this back for. I said, hey, if I ever got this lifestyle, if I ever was allowed to not be homeless, if I was ever allowed to not, live in fear, or be away from poverty, or be away from arrested, right? What would my give back be? And this is my give back, you guys. This is my stone cold solid give back, is to be in this lifestyle. You, the universe allowing me to stay alive this long, to enjoy the things that I've enjoyed. I have to pay a price for it, and I'm giving back. You know what I mean? I'm giving back to, that's what's given to me the most. And here, come to my private zone with, I get to roll. I forget I'm on my own Wi-Fi. I get to roll. Fan habits, old habits out of heart. I get to sleep. And thanks to the invention of this, let's wait, shine, shine bright, shine bright, shine bright. Ah, man, bro. Something about getting the weight of your body off of you. Something about getting the weight off of you. Something about getting your feet in the air. Whew. Something about trees and jungle. Something about birds and butterflies. I tell you what, I'm grateful, man. Months of this medicine, this nature medicine, and being so close to the beach and being able to go do anything that brings me peace. I'm talking like kayaks, and what else do you need? I don't know. I do a lot of sitting and thinking. I do a lot of smoking and talking. I don't spend a lot of time by myself, but here in the mornings, I try to find as much private time as I can when I'm doing the morning motivation, to just chill out and sit and learn. I process a lot of YouTube videos. I should be journaling more, it's all part of it. So I keep doing it, you know. Now that I met more people, there are probably more places that I want to go. Shout out to travel, like Kuala Lumpur, hey, and Malaysia, right? So it's one of those things where it's like, they're into it. The birds are into it this morning. To go a new place. I could have gone to Phnom Penh, but I hate Cambodia. And I was like, you know what? I've never been to Malaysia. They give you 90 days as an American. I want to stay longer. I think everybody wants to stay longer on the island and live this lifestyle. We're all doing visa runs and extensions and coming back to the same place. And we're all stuck like a bug in a rug. There's about 100 of us locals here, I think, just in Lonely Beach alone. And it seems like Kai Bay has 100 of their own locals, and White Sand has 100 of their own locals, and Klung Prao has 100 of their own foreigner locals. Bang Bao too, and Bailon maybe not so much, but yeah, they're all hidden around here. All of us sprinkled that want to live this lifestyle, that we know how good it is to live in fresh air and fresh water and mountain fresh water. I mean, literally from the rainforest. Thank you very much. And literally blessed in the trees, banana leaves and jackfruit. I don't know if you can see the jackfruit from over here, but see if I can balance myself. The jackfruit by the couch. Look how big they are. Oh, fuck, man. They're basketball big. And I remember when they were like little bitty, scrawny little things, and they just whoop in like a month and a half. So, bro, there's so much growth. It's nice to be a part of the growth. It's nice to be a part of the greenery and the rainforest and the trees and the breeze, and to concentrate on things. I think that's the most important part, is you need enough time to sort your own life out, no matter what you've been through. And I mean, I've been through hell and back, and I think everybody's seen that journey, and I needed this journey so I could get myself back. And now that I got myself back, I'm gonna try to get as lean as I possibly can. I'm gonna fucking work on my narcissism. I know I've been talking about myself a lot, but this has been my 1 year journey. Not anybody else's. I don't know anybody else that's traveling the world on less than $5 grand and filming it. So this is the recap of it, right? And it's not even a recap because it extends It extends. I go to Kuala Lumpur in a couple days. I've never been to Malaysia. I'm starting to kind of get a little excited for it, but I live every day just that day. That day hasn't arrived yet. I'm not blowing past these days. You know, every day is important, and I'm not blowing past any event or any people. Every person's important. Everyone I'm interacting with is there's like a reason now, and I only have so much time left on the planet. So I want to make sure that I spend the right time with the right people and have the right experiences. And that's the only thing that you can be blessed with. That would be my definition of success. Tony Robbins was do what I want with who I want for as long as I want, whenever I want type shit. I would venture to say that it's, you know, having a good experience at a good time, you know, the right time with the right experience and the right feelings, then you would become successful. Because you can attain a lot of things and still be bummed out inside. And Lord knows I've tried. And climb the top of the mountain, it's very lonely on top. You know, you want to share your world with somebody. You want to be able to say, hey, look at this amazing things. Hey, look at these banana leaves. Look at these trees. Look at this bungalows. Look at this ocean. Look at this hammock. Look at this lifestyle. You know, you want to share an experience with someone. And that's why I share this experience with the world, because I felt like one, I was already YouTubing, but I thought that would be dope to see the world, right? And I would tell people, hey, we're going to be in Thailand next week, or hey, we're going to be in Finland next week. I'm not joking. I'll be here. And I'm not joking. I'll be in Kuala Lumpur next week and Malaysia next week. Like, the fuck's going on? Oh, man, Benny Mac, I already shouted you out, bro. I already shouted you out, bro. Thank you for actually even coming in alive. 1 year in, you're one of the people that I got to thank. So, you know, I know a lot of people that have blocked me since. Thank you for even being in on it. You know, yeah, the bungalow living looks good, dude. I got the lights up. I got the fan going. I got the queen size bed, the new bedding. I scrubbed the fuck out of the bathroom, bro. I whipped it into shape. These are still busted, not touched. You know, kind of just since me and my buddy cleaned that out, nothing's been touched, bro. You know, I don't even sweep this side of the area anymore. They didn't even put up the rest of the boards. It still needs a board up here and on that other side, but I kind of like it. Even when it rains, it doesn't even come in. And, you know, I like the wind. I clean up a couple bits of, what do you call it, leaves or whatever, but nothing I can't handle, man. So, um, trying to buy the other bungalows is really where it's at. I'm invested in it. It's been Austin, New Orleans, Miami, Florida, California since live streaming has been good for me, bro. Well, good for you, bro. Good for you, bro. Yes, that's all awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, streaming. I've been going live during this journey. Made $10 doing it, or $6 more than the $4 I already made. This really wasn't for me for the loot or the travel. This is all just covering this journey from depression to hope. I think I know I have hope now, or happiness, depression to happiness, or happiness over depression should be a shirt. And then I think that's what everybody wants, is some happiness over their depression, and some hope, and some goals, and still the goals, the bungalows, still the goals to travel more, and extend this out, keep losing weight, keep on the exercise, keep on the frisbee, keep on just what makes me happy. This is my happy place, and that's what we're gonna call these bungalows, happy place. So as long as we can all combine with our powers combined, you know, we talk with some friends, some investors. Um, I think we can get it done. I think we could get it locked in, and I think it'll be a really cool time for all of us to have a place that everybody can be rescued and run away and feel free and be better at life. So that was the plan all along. It saved me, you know, it saved me from depression. It saved me from addiction. It saved me from so many other things that I didn't ever think were possible or true. And now I'm grateful as fuck. So it's time to give back. And I'm working on the websites, and found somebody to help me work on the websites. And I have a lot of going on here, bro. So mostly Saints is all of us. It's not done. 1 year of travel with no funds. Your boy Marky Saint did the damn thing, bro, and I gotta get going. You just heard that message pop off. So peace and love, And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, subscribe. The other side of fear, the other side of your excuses, right? And the other side of the world, if you dare. And boldly go, like your boy Travel by Saints just did. Peace. I'll see you guys. Ciao. Chef's kiss.